Yo guys, so in today's video, I just want to touch on something which is very important to me, which is the mental health and stability of the world's population. The majority of people that I encounter on a surface level, they may not be, you know, they may not be mentally unstable on a surface level, but when you go a little bit deeper, you can tell that a lot of people are very unstable. Like there is no foundation in their understanding of the world. There is just assumptions about the world, you know, not even trust based assumptions, just assumptions. And there are ignorances, generalizations, strong ideas. Um, and it's just quite alarming to me to see that most of the people that one speaks to, you cannot even go into understanding the realm of existence. You cannot speak about, you know, where do we come from, because they've already got this set idea, you know. And what I've noticed is that people, it's not because, you know, they are, creating these ideas. It is just that they have so much bundled up information and mental activity going on that they cannot see what is right in front of them. They have no time to realize that they are in a cycle, mentally, physically, or spiritually, socially, whatever it may be. And this is terrifying because people think themselves into oblivion. And this is or a big part of what I want to change in the world, is lowering mental activity so that people, and this is not in terms of intelligence, okay? Lowering mental activity means you are not thinking more than is required, because you see, the intellect is like a blade. And when that blade is striking everything that it sees, that blade becomes very, very dull. And you will no longer be able to discern things clearly, because you can't cut it properly, because your intellect has been just shaving down everything around you. And this is what overthinking is. You are just letting the intellect loose to chop up everything, and your mental activity is increasing. And it's causing you to stress out. It's causing you to be illogical and unstable, you know? So a daily practice of meditation, 10 minutes is all you really need. is going to lower mental activity. Understand that we are not seeing. We are looking, but we are not seeing. We are listening, but we are not hearing. Because the intellect is fucking with the information before it can even get to you. But when you meditate, you can create a bit more space for things to happen. You can just turn the intellect off and see. I'm a very intelligent person, but often people perceive me as like stupid or autistic because I lower my mental activity and I'm just experiencing. The information is coming in, but I'm not creating ideas about the information. My intellect is not putting the information in boxes. It is just watching. It is just hearing, enjoying the reality. You know, when I eat, I'm tasting the food. When I smell something, I'm really smelling it. When I'm seeing something, I'm seeing it. You know, I'm with it. We are seeing each other. You know, if I listen to something, I'm hearing it. I'm being conscious of it. Now, what does this mean? It means that you are freeing up enough space where you can hold the image in front of you, where you can see what is in front of you clearly, when you can experience the reality clearly. How do you expect to go beyond the reality if you cannot observe the reality clearly? If you cannot bring your mind to a quiet state? Because your mind is not what is operating your senses. Okay? It is your consciousness which is using your senses as an apparatus to experience this world in a particular way, in a balanced way. And you can increase the amount of this world that you can observe to the point where it goes beyond the senses and into information, into energy. You can walk past someone and there's a thing called vasana, which means a smell. You can walk past someone and you can catch their smell. You can catch exactly what kind of person they are. But these sensitivities only come when you begin to see the world around you without slicing into it. Okay, without activating the idea machine. You see, I created this analogy. I'm quite proud of it. A road. There is a road with holes in it, and the road is destroyed and unkept. And then there is another road, and that road is completely perfect. It is smooth. It's perfect. So someone will say that. So the observer, or the person who is within their intellect, will look at the road with holes and he will say, oh, this is a bad road. He will look at the perfectly paved road and he will say, this is a good road. The observer looks at the road over here. He says, this road has holes and this road is paved. That's all. He doesn't create ideas about the road. The road is not good or bad to him. He just sees it the way that it is. This one has holes, this one doesn't. Doesn't mean they're good or bad. Okay? These ideas like good or bad multiply. They explode into huge generalizations. Okay? Huge mental patterns, which, if you encounter something that you've put in that huge box full of things, you just immediately, your intellect puts it in that box and you cannot see it clearly. You cannot respect it with the respect that you could be giving it. You cannot welcome whatever that thing is into your senses because you've allowed your intellect to develop all these boxes, all these ideas. And when we get rid of these ideas, that is when we can just be free with the existence. Because friction with reality exists as the intellect saying this thing is good or bad. It exists as the intellect telling you what it thinks something is. But when you stop thinking and you start being, this is where it becomes wonderful and you can really get a taste of what life actually is and a sense of union with life, because it is only the thought process that produces shame, guilt, fear, these kinds of things. Okay? But when it comes to being, we are just present. And presence is an amazing thing when it comes to connection and just being with the world around you, becoming conscious of the fact that we are not separate. Everything that you see in front of you is built within the consciousness that exists inside of your own body.